diagnosed with lupus, I myself, like I said, I was completely unaware of what it was. Then after being diagnosed and having tablets for few months and so on, I still haven't told any of my family members or in fact my friends about it. I just told them I was like sick, I was in the hospital and so on. And slowly I started like not talking to anyone. Okay? Like borderline depression phase. I wasn't talking to anyone. I just felt confined to my own space and didn't feel like opening up to anyone. That's when I went to my doctor, and I think he kind of understood in one click when he saw me, and he was like, this is not the same person I met like last month. Like, what happened to you? I was just like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't feel like opening up to anyone. I don't know if they're going to judge me for, being sick, or if they're going to give me some compliment, like just show me fake sympathy, That is something I really don't want to have. So my doctor was like, do you think I gave you sympathy? That just stuck my head. I was like, no, maybe because you've been seeing so many patients every day and so on. So he was like, so if you're going to meet your fellow lupus patient, are you going to show them sympathy? That is when it hit my head. I was like, no, I know what I've gone through. I'm sure someone else would have gone through some other particular story, but I would for sure not show sympathy, but in fact, I would be able to understand and correlate to what they are trying to say. Then I thought like, let's just open up with my friends. And slowly when I started opening up with my friends, it was completely opposite of what I expected. They were completely open about it. They were like, okay, this is something like that. Let's also like know about it. They went, they searched, they did their research, and to my surprise, they used to send me articles saying that, do you have this? Is this one of the symptoms of this? I myself didn't know that much about lupus, and they are taking the effort to knowing about it. So like I said, unless I give it a try, let it out and tell it to people, I'm not sure what they're going to tell it back. Like, you have to take your first move, you have to take your stand to whatever it is. You need to be confident enough to raise your voice, because no one will speak for you. You have to speak for yourself. So when I did that, the response that I got was overwhelming. Whatever I was expecting was not what I was receiving. I was receiving excess amount of love, which I would have not gotten, in fact, when I was not diagnosed with lupus, I wish to say. It was something I was like overwhelmed with joy, because now if you ask any of my friends, like what is the lupus, I'm sure they will be able to answer it much better than me. They know, their family know, and so many people know. So why not, being a beauty pageant enthusiast, why not bring this out? Because this is something I know myself. Why not bring it out? Because there is a huge amount of audience who looks in a beauty pageant or something like that. When I can raise a topic like this or bring it to attention to a large amount of audience, at least 1 to 2 people will be hearing it. At least that 2 people will go home, research it, understand what it is. Because guys, let me tell you now, we know what cancer is, we know what basic other issues is, because they are very common, and we know it because everyone talks about it. But this is something no one knows about. Only once we start researching, talking about it, and in fact getting out and making it common within ourselves, is when it is going to be awareness for everyone. Like, you don't have to be diagnosed with lupus to know what lupus is. I feel if I can do it, and I can at least make the other person feel a small particular hope, like, okay, she is doing it, she's speaking so confidently about it, might as well I also speak about it. Because the story that I have would not be the same story that you guys have. Everyone has a different story. Everyone has a different journey that they go through. The more you talk about it, the more people are aware about it. So that henceforward, if someone, touch wood, in their family feels it or has the symptoms of it, they know it, what to do, who to consult, what are the symptoms, and what tests to be taken. So if I can do that, I hope anyone can actually take a stand forward and speak about it.